Good morning and welcome back. We continue our topic enzymes and competency number 2.1, and today's subtopic is coenzymes and cofactors. First about cofactors. These are the substances which are associated with enzymes and increases the activity of the enzymes. They are non-protein in nature, they are heat stable, whereas enzymes are mostly protein and heat labile. There are two types of cofactors, organic cofactors and inorganic cofactors. Organic cofactors are also called as coenzymes, whereas inorganic cofactors are generally metal ions. First, we will see about the coenzymes. Coenzymes are nothing but these are organic cofactors. Definition of coenzyme: the organic compounds associated with enzyme and which increases the activity of the enzymes are called as coenzymes. Coenzymes binds with the enzymes by covalent bond or by non-covalent bond. When the coenzymes binds with the enzymes by covalent bond, then the combination of these two are called as holoenzyme, and the protein part is called as apoenzyme. Coenzymes are divided into two groups. First group, in this first group, those coenzymes are present which increases the activity of the enzymes belongs to oxidoreductase class. And how they increases the activity? Either by donating or accepting the hydrogen atoms or electrons from the substrate. In this example, pyruvate is converted into lactate. So in this case, the enzyme is lactate and coenzyme is NADH. So in this reaction, NADH donate two hydrogen atoms to pyruvate and pyruvate get reduced to lactate. So NADH helps to carry out this reaction and it indirectly helps the enzyme lactate dehydrogenase. As the NADH donate its hydrogen atom in the reaction, NADH is also called as co-substrate in this reaction, or it is also called as secondary substrate. So examples of this first group of coenzyme are NAD and it's reduced from NADH, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NADP and NADPH, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, FAD and FADH2, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide, FMN and FMNH2, that is flavin mononucleotide. Here NAD and NADP are synthesized from vitamin B3, that is niacin, whereas FMN and FAD are synthesized from vitamin B2, that is riboflavin. So this is the diagrammatic representation of NAD. Long form is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So it is a combination of two nucleotides. One nucleotide is nicotinamide mononucleotide and another nucleotide is adenosine monophosphate or AMP. Now the nucleotide nicotinamide mononucleotide is formed from a nitrogen base called nicotinamide, ribose sugar and phosphate group, whereas all of you know adenosine monophosphate is formed from a nitrogen base adenine, ribose sugar and phosphate. When these two nucleotides combines, they form a nucleotide called as nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide or NAD. This is the structure of oxidized and reduced form of NAD. When we write oxidized form of NAD, we always write plus sign on NAD. This plus sign is because if you see on the left side of the figure, there is a plus charge. It's shown on the nitrogen atom. This is because this nitrogen atom is deficient in electron. When this NAD is reduced with the help of two hydrogen atoms, one hydrogen atom is directly added as it is into the ring of nitrogen chain, whereas another hydrogen atom is split into H plus ion and electron. The electron is added into the nitrogen to neutralize its positive charge. Therefore, NAD plus is converted into NADH, whereas the remaining H plus ion is released into the surrounding. Therefore, when you write reduced form of NADH, we can write down as NADH plus H plus, and that H plus is nothing but which is released into the surrounding. This is a structure of FAD, flavine adenine dinucleotide. It is also a dinucleotide made up of again two nucleotides, that is flavine mononucleotide FMN and adenosine mononucleotide phosphate, that is AMP. Now this FMN nucleotide is formed from a nucleoside riboflavin and phosphate group. Riboflavin nucleoside is further formed from a nitrogen base called isoalloxazine and a sugar ribitol, whereas AMP is formed from nucleoside adenosine and phosphate group. The adenosine is further formed from a nitrogen base adenine and ribose sugar. This is the structure of FAD and how it is synthesized in the body. Riboflavin, that is vitamin B2, is acted upon by an enzyme called as flavokinase. This enzyme removes a phosphate bond from ATP and add that phosphate bond to riboflavin to form a nucleotide FMN. Now an enzyme FAD synthase acts on FMN and ATP. It split the ATP into AMP and two phosphate bonds. Two phosphate bonds are released into the medium, whereas the AMP of ATP is added to FMN to form FAD. So FMN plus AMP forms FAD in the presence of enzyme FAD synthase. Sometimes a word prosthetic group is given in books. Prosthetic group is nothing but it is a non-protein compound associated with a protein. The protein may be enzyme protein or non-enzyme protein. So example, in hemoglobin, heme is the prosthetic group associated with globin. These prosthetic groups may be coenzyme. When this prosthetic group is associated with enzyme protein, then we call it as a coenzyme. So all coenzymes are prosthetic groups, but all prosthetic groups are not coenzyme. Prosthetic groups means simply a non-protein part associated with any protein molecule. Second group of coenzymes, these coenzymes increases the activity of the enzymes belongs to transferase class. And how they increases the activity? By transferring a group other than hydrogen atoms or electrons. In the first group we have seen the coenzymes which increases the activity of oxidoreductase class by transferring hydrogen atoms or electrons. Here second group increases the activity by transferring a group except hydrogen atoms and electrons. Example I have given here, glucose plus ATP gives glucose 6-phosphate and ADP. Here the enzyme is hexokinase. Now here coenzyme is ATP. ATP donates its inorganic phosphate to glucose to form glucose 6-phosphate. Thus ATP helps the enzyme hexokinase to carry out this reaction. Majority of the coenzymes belong to second group are also derived from vitamin B complex. These are the examples of coenzymes belongs to second group. First is thymine pyrophosphate, derived from vitamin B1 thymine. It transfers hydroxyethyl group. Another example is pyridoxal phosphate, derived from a vitamin pyridoxine, and it transfers amino group. Next coenzyme is biotin, which itself is a vitamin, and it transfers carbon dioxide group. Coenzyme A transfers acyl group. Tetrahydrofolate, derived from folic acid, it transfers one carbon group. Adenosine triphosphate ATP, it is not derived from vitamin B complex, and it transfers inorganic phosphate. This is the structure of ATP. Nitrogen base is adenine, which combines with ribose sugar to form adenosine. Adenosine combines with one phosphate bond to form AMP. AMP combines with second phosphate bond to form ADP. ADP combines with third phosphate bond to form ATP. Fisk and Subbarao isolated the ATP for the first time in 1926. After completing the organic cofactors, now we will see inorganic cofactors. Inorganic cofactors are generally metal ions, which increases the activity of some enzymes. Now, depending upon the role of metal ions in the enzyme, there are two types of enzymes. First is metalloenzymes, and second group is metal activated enzymes. Metalloenzymes. In this, the metal ions are tightly bound with the enzymes. We cannot separate the enzyme and metal ions by the process of dialysis. If we forcefully separate the metal ions from the enzyme loses its activity completely. Example, copper in tyrosinase. Second is metal activated enzyme. In these cases, enzymes alone may be active, but when metal ions are added, their activity increases. For example, calcium ion activates pancreatic lipase. Other examples of metal activated enzymes are zinc is a metal ion which activates the enzyme carbonic anhydrase, carboxypeptidase, and alcohol dehydrogenase. Magnesium activates the enzyme kinases, enolases, and glucose 6 phosphatase. Manganese activates phosphoglucomutase, glycosyl transferases. Copper activates the enzyme cytochrome oxidase, lysyl oxidase, superoxide dismutase. Iron activates the enzyme cytochrome oxidase, catalase, peroxidase, and xanthine oxidase. Calcium activates the enzyme lecithinase and lipase. Molybdenum activates the enzyme xanthine oxidase. So this is about coenzymes and cofactors. Thank you very much.